Hello, I'm Dick.
And I'm Eric, and we're the Annuity Guys.
Eric, there's a lot of confusion over how to use annuities. I mean, do you use them for income? Do you use them for growth? Or do they work, which way do they work best?
Boy, the answer to that is yes.
And yes.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the misnomers. I think you'll have, the old standby. The immediate annuity, the original, all out there.
Your grandfather's annuity.
Exactly.
Was an income annuity.
The Roman guy, the Romans in it.
Back in the Annua, in the Roman days, Grandpa Roman. Go ahead.
You take your money, you give them to the annuity guy, and basically in exchange for that, you got a lifetime income stream.
Give up your lump sum. And that's what a lot of people know about annuities. But so much has changed in terms of annuities being used for not just income now, but for growth, and so let's kind of talk about those.
Well, and the first thing I think we should talk about is the variable annuity. Is kind of when you talk about growth, most people think immediately to the VA, the variable annuity, which is really just a mutual fund wrapper with a tax deferral scheme.
Right, so it's got all of the type of investments that you'd just go right out on the market and choose a mutual fund or an ETF or something of that nature, or even individual stocks, and that you can have in a variable annuity. So your money truly is at risk, and you can get growth with a variable annuity. But what we're really talking about is the safe kind of an annuity that would be in that immediate annuity category. The only difference is it's got real growth potential.
Right, and it's taking the risk off the table. For retirees, I don't like the idea of going backwards.
Most retirees don't.
I don't want a retiree who's got $1 million to start with, and after 2 years of retirement, all of a sudden they have $500,000 left. And they start to sweat profusely, and
they should. They should,
because they've lost so much in the first couple of years of retirement.
Yes,
we want to take the investment risk portion off that side of the portfolio, and that's where we start to look at options that are fixed indexed annuities that have the potential for some real growth. People like to retire in the old CD world where you could take your money down to the bank, put it in a CD, and knowing that you're going to get 4 or 5%.
Oh, the good old days. 5%.
You just live off the interest. You're good. The 4% rule follows.
Your principal's always there.
And that's the nice thing. Your principal's there. You're protected. You know what's going on to the kids or the heirs.
And that's not been available.
Well, not in the CD world anymore.
Not for years.
No.
And may not be for many, many years.
And that's what's getting so exciting about the fixed indexed annuity world anymore. You're starting to look at products that have a realistic expectation of performance in that 4 to 6, 4 to 7% range.
Well, exactly, and that's the probability, and I think that's what folks have to realize in today's annuity world is that the only risk you're taking with the fixed index type of annuity is how much am I going to make. It's not am I going to go backwards. It's how much am I going to make. Now, if you really want just safety for the sake of safety in terms of knowing exactly what you're going to make, you can still do better than the banks with about a 3% fixed annuity that's absolutely guaranteed.
Yeah, you can get the MIGA style, which is the same. We call it a CD style annuity, where you select the term, you're going to get the same rate for all years of the term. Now, it's not as nice as the old 4 and 5% CDs world, but I'm a big fan of the fixed indexed side, because if you look at over basically 10-year periods, having a chance to get 4 to 6%, what does that do for people? It puts them back in that old CD style mentality where I can take out this much and still have dollars.
Maintain that principal or most of the principal, exactly.
Yeah. And it's going to fluctuate.
Yes.
And that's the thing that makes people uncomfortable, because then they start to think it's a variable annuity. They hear the word fluctuation, and an index is going to have a return. Sometimes it's going to be 10, 12%. Sometimes it's going to be 0.
Exactly.
But that's the key, 0.
Exactly. We've talked about that. Zero's the hero, and that's what's so great about the annuity world is that when other people may be actually losing 10, 20% of their portfolio, your 0 means you did not go backwards. And so you're reset. You reset at that lower level where that index in the market is at, and you have the ability to go up from there, which is very unique compared to the investment world, where when you go down, you've got a ways to go just to get even again.
Yeah, I used to say there's no floor on an investment account, but I guess zero is the
floor.
Is the floor. Unfortunately, that's all your money being.
Unless you're in a margin call, and then you've got to come up with a lot more right out of your pocket. So
there, when you start to look at annuities, is there obviously income guarantees? Yes, we've talked about those that are blue in the face. You can have at any point in time with any of these annuities the ability to annuitize and turn it into what do we say, grandpa's old annuity?
Yeah, the lifetime income annuitization, or the new income riders, which have some great advantages, and we've talked about them a lot. You know, folks, there's multiple videos that we've got on the income riders and how the guarantees, hybrid style, exactly. So, but I think what you're emphasizing, Eric, is that if you really want to get away from all fees, and you want to have an annuity that has that potential to make anywhere from 4 to 6%, and just kind of manage that money as it's making money. Use the money when it's making money, and just avoid taking money out when it's not. You could maintain your principal and have an annuity with a good probability of earning that good growth with safety.
That's exactly it. It's taking the investment risk off the table, still having the upside potential, and having that ability to still take income as you need it, as long as you're realistic in what you're taking out.
Exactly, and you know, if we do go back and combine that with the possibility of putting an income rider on these, and you know, of course, that's going to be in most cases some kind of a fee. With the indexed annuities, it's much less, you know, overall than some of the other types of annuities. So say maybe even up to 1%.
Sure.
But then you can absolutely guarantee a level of income that is going to last you the rest of your life, and you can still actually get back to your money that's in your account, which is very unique.
Yeah, having majority control. So, would you say, Dick, income or growth, or both?
I think it's both if you plan it right.